Here we go. Here I am. I'm back. Um, this is another live streaming that I wanted to make that is separated as much as what happened last week with the rewatch of Lost Girls. In this live streaming that it's becoming a video later once it will finish and you will find it in the playlist, of course. I wanted to rewatch some things that happened to me to rewatch in the other previous live streamings that maybe you didn't follow. I suggested to go and watch it anyway because I made even some details. I mean, I made a drawing too. Okay, okay. But in this live streaming, I wanted to rewatch the trailers, anticipating season 4 part 2 or the final season part 2. Then I wanted to rewatch the second opening. I mean, the opening of season 2, as much as I did in some previous live streamings, connected with YMIR, connected with the birds. And if you have some suggestions, I mean, if you have a specific episode that I have to watch in which there are birds, let me know, or flowers. mhm, Let me know, or trees. But anyway, we already analyzed the trees, so I think we can skip that. But if you have other suggestions of a particular episode in which I can understand some other things before starting this part 2, just let me know in the chat box here next to the live streaming. Okay, let me watch first the first trailer anticipating part 2, that is the teaser. Let's go on YouTube. So, Shingeki no Kyojin, um, the final season part 2, trailer 1. Let's say something like that. Okay, this is la la la. Oh, trailer. Let's put trailer because, or teaser. Maybe if I put teaser, it's coming out because I don't know, where is it. Oh, is this the one? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Hey, wait a second now. Oh, wait. Because now I wanted to put, of course, I want to put the slow motion. I wanted to see if I can catch some things thanks to the slow motion. Okay. So we are rewatching now. I'm going to put the link here. So it's okay, it's the first one that I found, but anyway, it's with the subtitles. So, but I don't care about the subtitles actually because I'm just trying to rewatch the trailer. But okay, speed. Here we go. Speed. Let's put the 0.5. Or no, wait. Is it 0.5 that goes slowly? Yeah. Okay. I think I will decrease the volume, or maybe I will decrease the volume a little bit because it's pretty. Okay, here we go. Let's start from the beginning. Look, we are about to analyze YMIR because um, this is pretty interesting. I think this is connected with the season 2 opening because of what I analyzed the last time while I was watching it. So let's check it out. Okay, first of all, let's see. Okay. So now maybe it's better if I put the speed of 0.25. Yeah, because I want to go really slowly. Okay. There, first of all, there is YMIR drowning. So here, YMIR is drowning. And immediately after, and okay, of course, the writing is saying, I was waiting. That means that I is YMIR. Okay? Matte indaro. Matte indaro. And then there is this scene in which YMIR is in the middle and everyone is pointing at them and at her. Okay? So she's drowning. Then she's in the middle and everyone is looking at her and they are pointing at her. At this point, I'm thinking, Ymir was bullied, maybe, because she got in touch with something. And in fact, later in this trailer, you see that there is that white thing, as if it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a bacterium or something like that. So she is getting in touch with this thing. Okay, now I'm just guessing, okay? Maybe later I'm going to change my mind while going on watching, but she got in touch with this thing, and then she got in touch by getting in touch with this thing. It means that maybe that thing is giving her the power she has, and by getting in touch with this, she is bullied, or she is threatened by everybody, and that's why everyone is pointing at her, because she's different. She's somebody that is not like the others, and maybe by being bullied, she is thrown in the water and she's drowning, or she drowning because of the feeling she's feeling. I mean, when you see that in other anime the characters are drowning, is because they are living a bad moment of their lives, or because they are, yeah, as if they are drowning, or as if they are suffocating underwater. That is usually a metaphor that the creators, I mean the authors, are using to express the fragility or the impossibility to reach happiness or something like that. So is this drowning moment realistic, or it's just in her mind because of her feelings or how she's feeling, her mental condition? This is interesting. But yeah, or she was bullied before reaching, I mean, before getting in contact with this thing, and then she was drowned by all these people who are accusing her of something, and by being thrown inside of these water, inside of this ocean, maybe inside of the sea, I don't know, she is getting in touch with this thing, and by getting in touch with this thing, she's getting the power she has, and she was going to get her revenge on all the bad things that happened to her. So this thing of drowning is happening, or this thing of pointing at her, is it happening before or after this contact she has with this thing? This is really interesting. But she's drowning, y'all. She's drowning. And there, look. Then the next frame is the crows. So she is drowning. Then there are the crows. Okay, so if we know, I mean, if you know, the crows are always, they come all together when there is trash. I mean, when you trash, the, yeah, when you clean your trash bin, okay, you close everything, and you leave the trash outside of your door, for example, because of the trash smelling, the crows are coming to open it up, to smash it into pieces. So she's drowning. There are these crows, as if, yeah, or even another thing is that crows are having this negative connotation, a negative meaning that is like as if they are coming all together, not just when there is some trash or there is something you have to throw away and something that is smelly, yeah, but also when a person is dying. I mean, when somebody is dying and it's and the body, for example, is left outside, the crows are coming to try to check, right? So these crows can mean maybe that she is dead over there. I mean, after she is drowning, somebody took her out, and the crows are coming to eat her. So that's why she wants her personal revenge later. Or this can happen if she's drowning before. I mean, no. Okay, once again. The two theories are based on what I'm seeing frame after frame of the trailer. Number one, YMIR got in touch with that white thing. She discovered to have a great power because of that. We don't know the essence of this power, still no. But okay, YMIR is getting in touch with this power. Then all the other people know that she's different, that she has this ability, that she has this great power, immense power, and she's condemned, accused, and demonized in front of everyone. In fact, there is the scene in which they are pointing at her. The result is that she's bullied. The result is that she is cursed because of these powers. So at the same time, they wanted to kill her. And when they kill her, the crows are coming to eat her body. Or number two, she is bullied because there is no reason for that. I mean, she's bullied. They are pointing at her for some other reasons we don't know. They are going to drown her. They are going to, yeah, let her drowning inside water until she's reaching that thing that is touching her, and it's giving her this immense power, and she's getting her revenge for that. But the crows, what do they mean at this point? That maybe somebody is, anyway, YMIR is done. I mean, she's dead, okay? I mean, she's not living with her physical appearance anymore. So does this mean that these crows we see in the trailer are killing her after she was defeated? I don't know. But the crows actually, they mean something like that. I mean, they mean something negative, especially when they are in a storm. I mean, when they are all together, crows have a bad connotation. Crows are getting next to the trash. Crows can get in touch with the dead bodies too. So maybe the crows were eating her. Anyway, this is a bad sign. This is not something good. Plus, oh, and another thing, plus the sunset behind. I mean, in this trailer, I put the link in the chat box. You can click it and watch it together with me. But there is the sunset once again. There is the sunset, y'all. That means the end. That means the end. That means, yeah, maybe Ymir was eaten by the crows at this point. She was killed by them. No, by killed, no, but she was eaten by the crows. It could make sense. It could make sense. Okay, let me go back 1 second. Okay, she's drowning. I was waiting. Yeah. See? There is this white thing, y'all. No, wait. What the F are you doing? Sorry, I was clicking the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, there is this a thing that is getting in touch with her. Yeah, what is that? And this is something that she found underwater. I mean, is this a, once again, is this something realistic? I mean, she found it underwater? Or this is a metaphor, for example, while she was totally desperate, while she was agonizing, while she was fully depressed, and she was bullied, and she felt as if she was drowning underwater. That means that she was suffocating because of this pain. She was meeting this, she was getting in contact with this thing. I mean, did she get in contact with this thing while she was underwater, or this is just a metaphor to say that Ymir was so tired of her existence, and she was tired to get accused, to be accused and whatsoever, and then this thing got in touch with her. Hmm. But anyway, this thing got in touch with her. So is this a thing that can give her the power? She can become the Shiso thanks to that. And is it because of this thing? I mean, this thing is the origin of everything, not Ymir. This thing is the origin of the problems. So this is like a sort of curse. Maybe she was asking this thing to give her the power to get her revenge, but this thing got like, I mean, this thing became like a curse to her, something that she couldn't end. And this is why she was waiting something for somebody to come for 2000 years to end this thing, because that thing was the source of all her problems too, and that thing started everything as a curse. And in fact, she, by being an alien, was a curse in general. And that's why this curse of aliens started, because of this thing. So Ymir, as Ymir, was not a big deal, was not a problem. But by getting in touch with this thing, she became a problem at this point. Yeah. And this thing is the source. But what is this thing? Where does it come from? I mean, is it something natural? Or is it something that was created by somebody else before? We need to know this. And see, this thing is the source of everything, because this is the Shiso. I mean, this is the founding power, because this thing has the same color of the paths. The same color of the paths. So Mimir, by getting in touch with it, she became the Shiso Titan. So that thing is the path, y'all. That thing has the same color as the path. I mean, the paths you see of the tree, okay? Okay. Oh, here we go. Look here, there are three flowers. Three flowers. What does it mean, three? Why three? I mean, why three and not another number? Here we go again. I think Isayama here was making it, because there has to be a reason why the number is a three. There are these three flowers, And there has to be a reason why he put three, as much as he put the five birds, five birds outside of that window while Mikasa and Luisa are talking and she remembers. There has to be a reason. Why three? Why three? Three can be three can be what? The trio, but it doesn't matter anything. I mean, connected to Ymir, the trio that means Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, it doesn't make sense. That three of that, I mean, these three flowers are not the Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. So these three flowers mean something for real. Three is like what? Let me think. Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin. Three is like the three walls. Or three is like the trio, yeah, of the friendship. But three was even the three different symbols, like the garrisons, the military forces, the Chosahedan. Three could be even the three colors of the Marlian, I mean the Eldians armbands. It's always a three actually, but three is what? Which one of these things is the three flowers symbolized here? Because if Isayama, I mean not Isayama, but if the trailer is putting three flowers, it means that there is a meaning, yeah. So in this case, we are talking about Ymir. So what can connect Ymir with the three, the number three? What can connect? I said all the number three of this story. So could it be the walls? Could it be the symbols? Could it be the armbands of Marley? So, I mean, the aliens living in Marley, they have three different armbands and they have three different colors. But why these are flowers? I don't know. I don't. But she, I mean, Ymir, she's an alien, right? So, and in fact, now you see Eren because she's talking to Eren, and she said, I have waited 2,000 years. And then there are these memories that are collecting the key visual of Eren that we saw already. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in these, yeah, in these fragments, you see Levi attacking the Beast Titan. You see in another scene from season 3, part 2, in which you see that he took out Bertold from the Chogata Kyojin. You see the three of them, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, are sitting on the stairs. You see Eren discovering the ocean and his speech about that. You see Zeke, you see Historia, you see Erwin dying. That is the symbol of all the people who were sacrificed because of all this. Mhm. Yeah. And then the other one, you see Eren that is now in season 4. You see the Warhammer Titan. You see Armin as the Chogata Kyojin. You see Reiner that is descending in episode 1. You see Mikasa coming and rescue him. So many. You see Falco. Falco is in the middle, of this trailer in this moment. Gabi, you see even Gabi, or is that Angie? I think it's. And then all these memories of, yeah, this is the animated version of the key visual of Eren with all his memories. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there is him in front of the tree. But at this point, I wanted to ask you one thing. No, ask you. That is not a tree. That is that thing. That is not I mean, the tree, as I was telling you. Yeah, of course, it seems like a tree. Yeah. But by having the same color of that thing that got in touch with Emir, that's the thing. That's that the thing that got in touch with Emir. That is creating the paths. That is cursing the other titans. And of course, till now, it was not possible uh, for all the other people to get in touch with this, because there was the possibility for Emir to change memories, to exchange them, to change them. That's why nobody understood this thing. As much as the memories of aliens, they were changed, the show, right? They were changed because something happened, something that they are bad. Oh, wait a second, I have another option at this point that I didn't think about it before. What about, I mean, what if Ymir was a Marlian? I mean, she was a Marlian who was attacked by aliens. Aliens did something bad to her. And then, after they did something bad to her, their mind, I mean, their memories were erased. So they thought that they were innocent, hiding, and so maybe they thought, by having their memories erased, they thought that they were fine, but actually they were not. But I don't, at this point, I don't understand why Mir has to get in touch with that thing. Or, or she got in touch with that thing, but she was a Marlian. And aliens, by looking at her and they saw this immense power, they tried to destroy her and they tried to do something bad to her. And after that bad thing that happened, their mind were erased, their memories were erased, and they played the roles of the victims while they were the source of the problem. I still, oh, look, now I have a bad feeling because I forgot about the crows, yeah. I forgot about the crows. But anyway, Eren now is not standing in front of the paths only. He's standing in front of that thing that got in touch with Ymir because it has the same color. So that thing that is creating the paths is that the thing, yo, is the thing that got in touch with Ymir. And it seems like a tree. Yeah. Ah, okay. Wait. That three we see in episode one. That tree we see in episode one next to Eren. That has lots of leaves. Do you remember? The first frames of episode one. Oh, oh, that three. That not three. That tree is in paradise. Is inside the walls, and that's why Eren is connected with the trees. always. And that thing, this thing, is having the tree shape. Does that mean that the tree, not the, wait, not that the tree. Does that mean that thing that got in touch with Emir is having the shape of the tree in front of him? Because it means as if that thing is talking to Eren and tell him, look, over there in that tree in which you were next to it, it was the place in which Ymir was killed. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Do I have to make a drawing once again? Maybe. Okay, wait a second that I take a piece of paper. I wanted to show you this to you because this can make sense. This can make sense. Just a second. Oh, this can make sense, yo. This can make sense. This can make sense. La la la. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Now, I'm here. See, I have a piece of paper. I want to draw 1 second so you understand what I mean. Last time, in that live streaming in which I had this epiphany, I mean, in which I had that moment of strange acknowledgement, strange moment in which I could understand some things. I was making you this drawing. Sorry, I move a second of the screen just to try to understand me, okay? Otherwise, I can't draw. I move even the keyboard. Okay. I said, okay, forget about my drawing because it's not great. It's just that you understand what I mean, okay? Okay. Just a second, I'm drawing a thing that if it's something like this, I'm speechless, okay? I mean, I thought about this previously in some previous live streamings, but okay. Okay, let's see if you understand what I mean. I try my best to let you understand, to explain, okay? Um, okay, I hope you understand. So now I try to explain you, try to follow me a little bit. This is Eren in episode 1 that is next to a tree. Do you remember? Okay. This tree has some roots, of course, because it's a tree. Yeah. And from my perspective, this tree is connected with the tree of the paths. Where now, wait, I have to modify one thing. Oh my, don't tell me, please. I love Shingeki no Kyojin. Okay. So, once again, sorry for the bad quality. I don't know if you can see it clearly. But anyway. This is Eren of episode 1. He is standing, he is laying actually next to the tree. And he is having those flashbacks at the beginning. And then he's waking up and he's crying. Do you remember? It makes sense. Okay. Eren is laying here next to the tree. He's having these flashbacks and he's crying. Why are you crying? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we already understood that. This tree, of course, has some roots. And because it's a tree, it's a natural tree. But from my perspective, this tree, these, I don't want to say, yeah, these roots are symbolizing, okay, just for a second, they are symbolizing the roots of that thing that was getting in touch with Ymir. Automatically, here we are reconducting ourselves with the tree of the paths. That at the same time, this tree of the paths actually is not just paths. They are not just memories. They are. It is also representing that thing that got in touch with Ymir, that could be able to create the paths because it has the same color. So of course it's that, in my opinion. That thing could create the paths. One of the paths was reaching Ymir when she was young. And at the same time, these paths, by being branches and by going this way, anyway, they are going to Eren. In that moment, in episode 1, when he is having those flashbacks and he doesn't know where they come from, blah, 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 blah. This is a cycle, see? And now Eren, I make it bigger here because he is an adult right now. He is here, standing in front of Ymir, because Ymir has to tell his story. But my new idea now is that from the trailer that I posted here in the chat box, so you see that Ymir is bullied, or he or she is condemned by others. Then you see that she's drowning, and you see that Ymir is getting in touch with that thing. Then you see the crows. And once again, the crow is a bird that is, another bird. Yeah, another bird. But anyway, is a bird that is getting in touch with the dead bodies, or is getting in touch with trash most of the times. So behind the crows, there is a sunset. That means that something is ending. And of course, something new is starting with the next day, with the new day. That sunset can represent Ymir's life that is ending, because the crows are eating her. I mean, the crow is also the symbol of a bad omen, like, for example, a curse, okay, or something. So maybe the crows were eating Ymir because she was killed here. I mean, this tree in episode 1 is inside the walls. The three, the 3 walls. Allora, this means in this teaser trailer, you see 3 flowers. Okay, 3 flowers, you see. They can be the walls, or these 3 flowers can mean the Chosahedan, the garrisons, the military forces. It could be. But maybe Ymir, she was killed inside the walls. So if she's killed next to this tree where Eren is laying in episode 1, of course, Eren is having these flashbacks that are not a part of him. It's just, it seems to be like a nightmare, because what Ymir felt was a nightmare. And the result is that this tree, metaphorically speaking, is connected to this tree, but this tree is not a tree, is that thing that is creating the paths. So maybe if Ymir if Ymir was killed here as much as where Eren was laying in episode 1, all the negative energy, let's say, all of the negative things that happened to Ymir are still there. So that's why Eren, by laying here and sleeping here, without his personal intention, he could get in touch with something related to Ymir, and maybe he saw some things, and that's why when he is waking up, he is crying, because maybe he saw some things that we will discover in part 2 that they will explain us. But now, yeah, we are here. Eren is growing. I mean, he is a man now, and Ymir is here, waiting for him to come and save the situation once for all after 2,000 years. But this is the problem, y'all. I mean, it's not Ymir the problem, it's here. It's this. In fact, when Eren is standing in front of the tree in this teaser trailer, oh, he is standing in front of the tree not because he's seeing a tree, or not because he's seeing the source of these paths, but because he's realizing that's the thing. That thing that I still don't understand what that is, but that thing that got in touch with Ymir is there. So even when the fake Ymir saw it, like she was like this, oh, I feel so good right now. It makes sense, these two, because maybe by getting in touch with this thing, you feel so great. I mean, you feel so powerful, or you feel as if your body is not thinking about the wounds you have had, or something like a painkiller. I don't know how to explain something like this, but you understood what I mean. And it's just a corruption of that thing on the fake Ymir too. As much as maybe this thing got in touch with Ymir when she was feeling pain, when she was wounded, when she was almost killed. Maybe this thing got in touch with her, and this thing could grant Ymir the power she needed. It's like the pact of the devil is the same thing, but yeah, it makes sense. Even with the Zeke is doing the same thing. So even Zeke right now is full of wounds. He is almost dying. He thought that he was dying until that thing that in this case he saw Ymir. But I think that thing will be able to help Zeke to regenerate his body. And in the second trailer, we see that Zeke is like that. So he's totally fine. He regained a little bit of energy than before. Okay, this is a thing. But did you understand the drawing? I hope so. I think it makes sense at this point. Yeah, that's the thing that grew so much, because it was like this. I mean, I don't know the dimension, but when we see in the teaser trailer, we see that I posted in the chat box, we see that it's tiny. I mean, it's not so huge, but now he became huge, like a giant tree. This means that after 2,000 years, this thing could grow and could become even bigger, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But what about bigger and bigger? Oh wait, I wanted to say something, but now I lost it. Wait a second. I have to remember. Just wait a second. Uh, um, I wanted to say something. What was that? Wait a second. Wait. Just wait a second. I forgot what I wanted to say. Ah, yeah. The other theory that I had is that connected with the thought that uh, they say that the founding Titan has the ability to erase memories of what happened. Yeah, I was thinking, think about it. If Ymir was a Marlian, she was killed by aliens in the most brutal way, like it happened with the Fae, that she was bitten by dogs. I mean, she was eaten by dogs. In this case, maybe Ymir was eaten by the crows, and then the memories of the Marlian, the memories of the aliens were erased because it was better for them not to remember, because that bad action was so bad, so cruel, that maybe now I can understand Marley's version when they say that they want to get their revenge because of what happened. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the fact that the aliens living in paradise, they don't remember, of course, is because their memories were erased, and they are playing the role of the victims, when they are not. But this doesn't mean that all the generations coming later, they are they are guilty because of this. The only guilty people were the people who were living in that moment when Ymir was killed, because those were the culprits, the real culprits. Otherwise, we should agree with what Gabi said. Do you remember that the centuries ago you killed a lot of people? That means, are we guilty now? No, because we didn't kill anybody. So it's just the descendants the problem. But hey, Ymir, was she a Marlian or an Eldian? But even if she's an Eldian, she maybe was brutally killed because they found out that something, that maybe she got in touch with that power and they had to find the power to destroy her to gain her power. As always, people are like this. Human beings are like this. They wanted to achieve power, and power. And that king, the king of that time, King Fritz, see, King Fritz, I think so. Yeah, King Fritz. Yeah, King Fritz at that time wanted that same power Ymir had, so the only chance to gain it was just to kill her and gain it. Maybe. Or maybe not. But this teaser trailer is confusing me more than before. But okay, let's go on and watch it anyway. That tree is not a tree or just the paths. Yes, these paths are created by that thing that got in touch with Ymir. Yeah, sure of that. It makes sense. Okay, and this is the first teaser trailer, and we analyzed it. Then, now let me check the other one, actually. Wait a second. Um, oh no, my drawing fell down. Okay, fine. You understood what I mean, actually. Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season trailer 2. That is the last one, right? Here we go. Okay, sorry for the advertisements. I can't skip them. Okay. Sorry. Of course I'm decreasing the speed so I can. Oh my. Okay, once again, I deleted the volume because I don't need it actually. Once again, you see these. Yes, yes, that's the thing, yo. Yes. Now that I see it clearly, because in the previous trailer it was not clear, but here you see that this thing, this sort of a tree, is having these strings. I don't know how to define them. These lines. Okay, now I lost my paper. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Wait a second. I just show you one thing. Huh? Okay, here I am. I'm back. There's a thing now in this trailer. Now we are checking these. Okay, let me copy and paste the link so you can. Here we go. So you can check it with me. This tree, this sort of tree, in the first teaser, it was something like this. I mean, it was. I don't know if you can see it. Wait a second. I'm going to. Okay, this sort of tree was like this in the first teaser, right? So it was not something clear. You couldn't see. La, 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 la. Then you saw in the first teaser still, not this one that I posted now. You see that thing that is having these sort of lines like this. La, 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 la. Lines here, lines there. And then at the end, it has these nucleus, like this. See? You saw that sort of thing in that previous teaser trailer. This is the origin, let's say. And this a thing you saw, right? These are sort of tiny branches or external parts that are maybe attaching to somebody. And in this case, it was attaching to YMIR. But in this teaser, in this new trailer that we saw 1 month ago, you see that the tree, that thing that is resembling like a tree, is having here, I mean, is made of strings like this. I mean, you see some strings coming out or next to it. And these things, these strings over here, these parts that are like tiny lines that are componing, I mean, they are making this sort of a trunk of the tree. They are these. They are that growing, they become this. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and watching the trailer. Yeah, there are these. Oh my. What is the purpose of this thing? Just to curse others? Or, I mean, is it like a sort of a virus, like a sort of a bacterium stuff? Or is there a purpose that this thing has? Because it's connecting not just YMIR, of course, but all the others. But YMIR is, at this point, what the Xava was saying in the episode we watched today, YMIR is the source, is the origin, the creator of all the others. So that thing was the first time that it got in touch with somebody. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, Eren is talking to Ymir or to the thing? I have to understand this. Is he talking about is he talking to that thing that is waiting for 2000 years, or is he talking to Ymir? Yeah. Okay, I skipped the volume because it's pretty creepy. Yeah. Yeah, look, now I have this vision that, okay, okay. Hmm. And then there is Levi. Levi that is not dead, of course. I don't believe that. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else? No, right? Okay, the rest of the trailer is just, I think, anticipating the episode 76. But nice, nice, nice. It makes sense. It makes sense. It really makes sense. That the thing. And at this point, I wanted to rewatch now opening it, no, the opening too. Wait a second. I just try to find it. Shingeki no Kyojin opening too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because even here, okay, even here you have the what else? What is that? Oh, wait. No. Wait. Yeah. Oh, now I'm going to analyze even opening two. Okay. Okay, I decrease the volume a little bit. Sasageyo, sasageyo, shinzo sasageyo, subete no kiseki wa. Sasageyo, sasageyo, shinzo sasageyo. Oh, yeah. No, I was singing, but I was okay. Now I put to the okay. Go. So now there is no wait. Okay. Okay. So for the concept that I explained the last time regarding when I watched the Lost Girls, I was talking to you about this mantis that is killing or trying to kill the butterfly. In the opening two of Shingeki no Kyojin, we see something crazy because we see definitely an anticipation of what might happen later. I realized that last time when I was talking about Mikasa and Louise talking together, and then Mikasa is having that headache. She's remembering the scene in which Eren is killing those three in order to save her. But in that moment, in that flashback, there are five birds flying outside the window, and they were not there before. So those five birds appearing outside the window, they started making me analyzing Lost Girls, the fact that Mikasa was saying to herself that the world is cruel, and then I was rewatching episode 6 of season 1 when we see that there is the father of Mikasa coming back home with one bird that he coated from the neck, all the birds from episode 1 that we analyzed. We talked about it so many times, going outside of the walls, but they are two birds, two, not one or three or six or seven, two. Okay, in this case, they could be Mikasa and Eren together. But the fact that his father, the fact that her father, by being an Ackerman, with that scene in which he killed one bird, an Ackerman that is killing one bird. if the bird is the representation of a freedom and that can be Eren, it's a great spoiler that is anticipating how Attack on Titan ends. Okay, that means from my perspective, by seeing that scene in Ackerman that is taking from a neck a bird, is Eren killed by Mikasa. Okay, but then I watched the Lost Girls, and over there was a huge spoiler, in my opinion. That's why between all the theories of how Attack on Titan ends that I had, I chose one. That means, in my opinion, and I will not change my mind until the end of this story, until they demonstrate me something different, Eren will be killed by Mikasa. Because, yeah, that was a huge spoiler with all the sentences that she was told by her consciousness, sorry. It's obvious. But at the same time, connected with that scene of the mantis, I mean, Mikasa is looking, the mantis killing the butterfly, trying to kill the butterfly. And then she's saying that the world is cruel. In that case, in that live streaming, I was expressing you the thing that all species want to fight one another because one of the two wants to succeed. So there is this nature, the law, this law of the nature in which one has to survive and one has to be defeated. I was connected. I was connecting my thoughts to opening two, because in opening two, at the end of the opening two, you see that there are the beast titan. Then there are next to him there is all the representation of all species, that they are connected by these red hearts or red spot they have. It's because, from my perspective, everything is connected. No matter the species we are talking about, inside a specific species, or one species against the other one is surviving, the other one is defeated. So the world is cruel because there is always one who can survive, but the other one has to go, has to die. So, in fact, next to the beast titan, there is even the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, a dinosaur. Even in that case, the T-Rex was not minding too much to kill the herbivorous dinosaurs because it's part of their instinct, it's part of what they are. So the world is cruel for that reason, but also because there is this instinct to survive that predominates, that is attacking the other one. So one has to survive and one has to die. That's why the world is cruel, because you can't erase totally this instinct that is based on inside of us as human beings or inside of other animal species or living things. In the case of Mikasa, I have the fear, as I already explained you many times, that Eren's death will not be a solution, because even if Eren will die and he will search for his freedom, at the same time, what will vanish thanks to him will not erase all the other problems in the world. So his death will be in vain, because there will be other things coming later that makes you understand that human beings will never completely learn from their mistakes, because there is always something that makes human beings, as much as all the other species, having this instinct to prevail, to dominate, to survive. So in that case, if we watch everything from Mikasa's perspective, Mikasa is losing her lover. So it's a huge loss. And that's why for her, the world is cruel, because he has to sacrifice himself for something that is not changing the history of events that are happening later. Because no matter if this problem is finished, no matter if he will be able to erase all the titans, as much as all the titans' domination, as much as he's saying to Zeke, that doesn't exclude all the others, all the other problems that the world has. and that the world will encounter. So his sacrifice, no matter the rumbling, I mean, millions of colossal destroying the world, okay, it's not enough still, I guess. Because even if the dinosaurs, they disappeared because of the meteorites, I mean, because of the meteor, the or the fact that the earth was collapsing at that moment, that all the species living over there, they were vanishing. No, because some of the animals we have now are descendant of the dinosaurs. So anyway, this thing is going on, okay? And does this mean that that thing is that thing that got in touch with Ymir anyway? Or is this just a metaphor that is explaining us that no matter the species, no matter what you are, a human being or living thing in general, I mean, an animal, whatsoever, there is always a one that is going ahead and one that is not. So the world is cruel because there is not a world in which everyone can survive. Someone has to sacrifice itself or himself or herself. So in the opening number two, when I saw that thing, but suddenly, yes, suddenly, even in opening two, something is appearing. And I don't know, because it was like a cell. It was not that thing we see in the trailers anticipating part two. It's a sort of a cell, or it's a something. Is that cell a sign that explains us that we are all the same? That we are all connected with the same system of this cruel world? Is that a cell, or is that the first representation of that thing that came later? I will never know. But let me go ahead 1 second with the opening. It's without volume because it's going in a slow motion. But and see, then you see Eren trying to punch Reiner, that is trying to punch him with this red thing inside their body. It's the same thing like the mantis and the butterfly that Mikasa saw in that scene. The cruel world, the domination, the will to prevail on others, the will to survive instead of others, the selfishness, the the this cycle of pain and the destiny that is repeating over and over and over again. I mean, this is my interpretation. Then, if it's wrong, it's okay. I will tell you from January. Look, guys, I was totally wrong. So sorry for that. You lost lots of time for nothing. But this is what I feel now, and it's in my mind. It makes sense. See, yeah. Okay, now they are showing frame after frame all the animal species. We see the buffalo. We see the chameleon. And this, okay, once again, and this, as much as what I told you in one of the previous live streamings in which I was telling you this theory that I had, this is connected with the Full Metal Alchemist too. Do you remember? All is one, one is all. We are all connected because of the fact that we have to survive, we have to eat something. So it's like the mantis that has to eat the butterfly to survive. The world is cruel also for that reason, because one is the victim and one is the survivor, the survival. Okay, so the buffalo, in order to survive, has to eat something and has to kill something. The chameleon, in order to survive, has to eat something. So there are even over there a victim and the survival. So the world is cruel because we can't live without eating. We can't survive after dominate something else somehow. Do you understand what I mean? And here we see all the species. Yeah, there is the orca, there is the squid, there is the insect. That means no matter if you are an animal underwater or underground or on air, the procedure is not changing. And then there is the beast titan, because even titans, they did what they did to prevail on Paradise. So, and maybe this is connected with the fact that aliens, by having the memories erased over and over again, they don't remember what they did. So the titans that they are used to avenge what happened before, and of course the aliens don't remember anything. They feel as if they are a victim without knowing that maybe what happened in the past was because of them. That maybe this curse was created because of them. And even in that case, what I told you before, King Fritz, maybe, because I don't know, but maybe King Fritz saw or understood that Ymir had this great power by getting in touch with that thing, and the instinct to prevail or to domain on others made him want to kill her. And that's why that was a huge problem. But then he had the power to erase everything, because King Fritz got in touch with that power. So as a Shiso Titan, he could erase the memories of everybody. So nobody could spread this version of the story over and over again inside the walls. So these three flowers we see in the first teaser trailer are the Wall Maria, Wall Rose, Wall Sina. Maybe. Maybe, because every time there is a number here in this story, is something. It means something. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we see two birds fighting, two insects fighting. Next, I'm going ahead. A crocodile and a hippo fighting. And this is what I told you, two species. I mean, two species that are confronting one another because one of the two has to prevail, has to dominate the other one. And the other one has to fear the other species because, of course, they know that they can be killed by that. It's like the aliens and the Marlians, the same. So even if we're not talking about animals, anyway, we are connected with living things, because even if we are plants, animals, or human beings, we are all living things. So the procedure, unfortunately, is the same. We are all connected with the same leitmotif. And then you see titans who are running because they wanted to kill people. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, then we see the owl. We see the polar bear that is killing a polar bear that is killing an orca. Or, no, an orca, a dolphin. I think it was a dolphin. What was that? No. Isn't it an orca? No, dolphin. No, I don't think it's a dolphin. A shark? Whatever. I mean, it's killing some big fish, okay? Then we see the two dinosaurs of the two different species are trying to fight one another. The same, the same, the same. The will, these uh, problem that we have in the world, that it's not solved. Everyone wants to dominate. Everyone wants to prevail on others. And until there will be this thing, the world will not be rescued anyway. And then we see another animal. We said, what is that thing? Ah, maybe it's big shrimp. Then we see this one. Sooner after you see this. Let me wait a second. Uh-huh. Yes, this. Now I'm turning my webcam 1 second. Could you see? Oh, okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Can you see this? This is this a cell? Or is this, sorry, I go back. 1.22. This is the minute I'm talking about. And there is one thing. If you see 1 minute to 22, I put the link already in the chat box, the last one. You can check it by yourself. There is one thing, small thing, that is getting in touch with this cell. Is that thing the same thing that it got in touch with YMIR while she was drowning? That means the source of all the problems? Or is this a cell, or is this the universe? Because even the universe is made of living things anyway. So, interesting, really interesting. And then we see the beast, the titan, next to all the other species, running. Because we are all the same. We are all the same. Yeah. No matter if you're a T-Rex, no matter if you are a whale, no matter if you are a beast, the titan, the concept is always that. We are sinful. We are guilty. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to rewatch this because, and I already explained you what I thought. But then, okay, last but not least, and then I finished. For now, then next week, if I have something else to say, I will say it, because it's almost 3 hours that I'm talking. So, the thing of the birds, it's interesting. Like in the trailer, we saw now the teaser trailer that you see the crows. The birds in Attack on Titan are everywhere. I mean, they are in the first episode where 2 birds are flying over the walls. You can find them in the memories of Mikasa. Once again, when she's talking to Louise, and she's seeing these 5 birds appearing. I mean, 5 birds that are go outside of the window. 5. I already explained you what I mean when 5 birds. If you want me to repeat, I will repeat it. I mean, I think that at that moment, Sasha already died. So maybe those 5 birds are Mikasa, Armin, Eren, Connie, and Jan, that they are the team of Chosahedan since the beginning. Why not the 6? Of course, Sasha is dead. So I think that even Mikasa, okay, I already explained you in the previous live streaming. You can go and check them out, because I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. But there are those birds. Then there are even birds on top of Eren in season 3, part 2, when there is the ocean scene. When they reach the ocean, there is a bird on top of Eren. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Let me check really quick. I wanted to find that episode. That is, I think, yeah. Is it the last episode? I guess so. Yeah. Wait a second. Just a second. I'm just searching it in Amazon Prime. Season 3. Season 3. Okay, here we go. Okay. The last episode. Let me go at the end. Come on, internet, help me, please. Help my connection. 1 second, please. I have too many things open here on this computer, so It's taking time. I think I have to change my computer because it's becoming pretty slow. Oh, come on, internet. Oh, thank you. Okay, so yes, I'm looking at the ocean scene because I wanted to see how many birds. Okay. Oh, wait, go ahead. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Show me the bird, please. I saw it. I posted it even in the community. Uh, no, no. But it was before. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, I have to go back because I think I skipped it. I remember. Oh, here we go. Here we go. At the beginning of the ocean scene, there is a bird. I mean, wait a second. Let me tell you even the minute so you can go and check it by yourself. Okay. Wait a second. That we are reaching it. Now Armin is discovering, he's remembering his flashbacks. There is one bird. One. One. And once again, I told you that always, when there is always one bird, is referring to Eren. Always. Like in the case of the bird killed by Mikasa's dad. Do you understand? Even that in that case, there was one bird, and I verified it already in the previous live streaming. So that's a spoiler. And referring to what I told you by rewatching Lost Girls, you can go and check it out. It's on the channel. You can go and check out what I thought by watching Lost Girls, the Mikasa's episode. Eren will be like a butterfly because in Lost Girls you see that there is this butterfly everywhere next to Mikasa. All the times the butterfly next to Mikasa, and then there is the scene of the mantis trying to catch the butterfly. That this can mean Mikasa too, because she's always trying to catch Eren, but Eren is always going away, flying away. So tell me, no, don't tell me, no, don't tell me, I don't want to know. But all these suggestions, all these hints make me understand that when Eren will die, he can be reincarnated into a butterfly, into, okay, the scarf. We know that Mikasa will always have the scarf because that's the promise Eren made from season 2. But will he reincarnate in a butterfly? Will he be able to reincarnate into a bird? Because always there is one bird next to him. So, and maybe this butterfly, if it's like the butterfly we saw in Lost Girls, Mikasa's episode 3, this butterfly is coming always next to her. So, as I was telling you, maybe some people, even in this real world, believe that when a person is dying and then they see an animal passing in front of their eyes, an insect, a butterfly, it can be a bird, it can be a butterfly, it can be a stone that has the heart shape, no matter what. People believe in signs. So if Eren is going to turn to reincarnate, let's say, into a butterfly, Does this mean that at the end of Attack on Titan, we will see Mikasa receiving the visit of this butterfly? It can be a butterfly, it can be a stone, it can be a bird, it can be whatever. But here, Eren is always reconnected to a bird. So, but in Lost Girls, we see the butterfly. So one of the two, one of the two. That's why by these signs Mikasa will receive in the future, she will not be alone. Look, I also put the hypothesis that they can have a baby boy before dying. And this would be even more amazing for me because in that case, Mikasa will never feel alone. Because if she has a heritage like a baby boy from Eren, it's fine. Because in that baby boy, she can always see Eren. As much as the scarf, every time she will put it around her neck, she will remember Eren. She will understand that Eren is there, that he is not dead for real. But if Mikasa will believe in signs, if a butterfly is coming, if a bird is coming, maybe the same prototype of the bird that we see in episode 1, maybe, because it is the same bird she saw when her dad was killing one of them, maybe she will say, oh, that's Eren coming to say hi to me today too. This would be marvelous. And once again, I want to repeat this. If this is the end of Attack on Titan, to me, this is so coherent at this point. Because we have all these elements throughout the story that maybe, okay, we didn't pay attention on them, but they make sense now. When we go back and rewatch everything from the beginning, it makes sense. It makes all sense. So I would like if they end like this, or if there is a connection with all the elements they got from season 1. It can be a detail, it can be a sign, it makes sense. Then if you don't like it, or if you like it, it's something subjective. I mean, it's because of your personal taste. But if this is how it's going to work, this is okay to me because it's coherent. And I understand maybe why all people say that, while all the people who loved the ending say that it's coherent with the story. Yeah, it would be. If it's like this, it would be. But yeah, we see a bird here in season 3 part 2 while there is this ocean scene, and there is one bird. Birds are the meaning of a freedom, and the fact that this bird is on top of Eren, and this bird is also on top of the ocean, this is a great meaning because it means this bird that is trying to fly for freedom, because this bird too believes that after the ocean there is a freedom, or this bird is reflecting Eren's mind because Eren thinks that after the ocean there could be freedom, but what about if there is not this freedom? It means that this bird still has to fly as much as it flew below the wall, going beyond the walls to search for his freedom. So actually, in season 3 part 2, they all believe that the ocean is a freedom, but then Eren suddenly says no. After the ocean, there is the real enemy. That means that my Eren, as if I am Eren, my search for freedom is not finished yet. And it's coherent, it's the truth. But the fact that there is one bird, it means that he will be lonely. He will be alone. And in fact, later we see that Eren went to Liberia 3 years by himself. He is going, not the others. He is searching for this real freedom, not the others. I mean, yes, also the others, but not as much as Eren is searching for it in his way. It makes sense. Then another bird scene. Wait a second, let me remember. Season 3, part 1, the last episode. Now I'm going to check it out. When there is Erwin and all the others ready to go and fight and to regain Shiganshina. There are the birds, 2 or 3 birds, I don't remember, flying over there too. Let me check it. Let me check it. Because, yes, over there too. No, wait. Season 3, part 1. Whew, I'm talking too much. Okay. Woo! No, the pen. Where's the pen? Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait a second that I find it. I found it. Season 3. Here we go. Okay, episode 12. 12. 12. Oh yeah, 12. Sorry, I confused because season 3 part 2 has 10 episodes, so I'm checking season 3 part 1, last episode, last a few seconds before the end of the episode. You see the birds in the sky over there too, but I don't remember the number. Wait a second. Come on, internet, help me, please. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Nice, Keono. Good job, man. Yes. Let's see. Yes. Is it before or after? Is it here? Or is it before? But this music is something, okay? No, it's before. Wait, sorry, I go back a few minutes. Wait. Papa, before. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay. Yes. No, I had the image in which you see that over there is a bird flying. Am I wrong? I remember. I saw that. But it was that. Let's see. But was that this episode or another one? I think it was that. No, because here now there is Erwin talking and blah blah blah. Hey, wait. So that means that maybe it was another episode, but because I remembered those walls of Wall Rose, and I thought it was that specific scene, but no. So maybe it's another episode. Sorry for that, guys. No, it's not something like that. But I remember that there is another episode in which you see the bird, on top of the wall. And I don't know if it's a Wall Maria or it's a Wall Rose. I don't remember. I thought it was here, but no. Okay, I made a mistake. Another scene in which you see the birds. The beginning of season 4. The first episode when the Falco is trying to talk to the bird. And over there too, you have the concept of a freedom because the Falco is so tired, so devastated, and wants to go somewhere else. He wants to go away from there. So even if he's trying to catch that bird like this, then he's saying, no, please don't come here because it's dangerous. And if you interpret this as a huge metaphor, this is even more amazing because Falco that is saying to the bird, Don't come here because it's dangerous. It's like as if he's talking to Freedom. Freedom, don't come here because it's dangerous. That's amazing, right? I mean, if you skip the word bird and you put the freedom instead, crazy. Another scene in which we see the birds. Right now, I don't remember, but if you have some suggestions, you can write me in the comments below once this live streaming is finished or whatsoever. It's not a problem. But yeah, I definitely think that these birds that are flying are not just a decoration of the scene. They are meaningful and they are telling you many things that if I mean when we watched it at the beginning, nobody would have. Okay, we thought, yes, I think we all thought in episode 1 when we saw these two birds going beyond the walls, and after seeing the first attack, we all thought, okay, those birds symbolize the freedom that they go out from the walls, la 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 la. Yes, but what was after this? It was too early. And over there too, two birds. I said it all. um. Oh, wait a second. Um. When Eren is reaching the ocean, before reaching it, Eren is looking up in the sky. If I'm not wrong, let me see. This is the last thing I wanted to check because I don't remember the other scenes in which. Once again, let's talk about it. I'm always in the last episode of season 3, part 2. So I want to check when Eren, before reaching the ocean, he is looking up in the sky. Is he looking at a bird or there too? Or it was just, let's look on top of the sky like this and find freedom over there? I don't know. But let me just check really, really quick. Really quick. Internet, help me, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Yes. When they did, yes, when they find that Titan, and Eren is saying, "Oh, it's not a problem." Was it before? Okay. Wait. Before. Yeah. Oh, what the f? In the minute 15:11 of season 3, part 2, the last episode, episode 10, there is a butterfly flying. 草花が芽吹き、蝶が舞っていた。避難住民が故郷へ帰ることを許されたのは、トロストク襲撃から1年が。Come on! I can't be, look every time. Oh, let's see now. Because now they are reaching. They are reaching the ocean. Yes. I think Eren is looking up like this. Let's see. Come on, show me Eren 1 second. Yeah. Am I wrong? No, I'm wrong at this point. I'm wrong. Oh, but there are the birds! Oh! Okay. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 birds. Let me count, okay? Eren, Mikasa, Armin, Sasha, Connie, Jan, Hanji, Levi. And they are going over there. And the three of these birds, they are bigger than others. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. I remember. That was Armin looking up in the sky. No, Eren, not Eren. 8 birds. 8 birds. And at that time, Sasha didn't die. And at that time, yes, Hanji, Levi, all of them, they were all together. This makes sense. Because in that moment, before reaching the ocean, they were trying to reach freedom. So the bird means freedom. And the fact that Eren wants to search his freedom, it means the bird is Eren. I mean, he's the reincarnation or the representation of Eren. And also all the others who are trying to catch freedom. But 8 birds here, y'all. And Mikasa later, when she's talking to Luis, she's seeing 5 birds because in that moment, Sasha is dead. And the other members are the Chosahedan. The Chosahedan left, not the Chosahedan left, the members, the ex-members of the Chosahedan, that they were all together until that moment, because from that moment, everything is going to become a mess. Connie and Jan, they are detaching from Eren. Mikasa is trying to protect Eren. Armin wants to talk to Eren. Hanji is a thing. That moment of the 5 birds means something that too, because after that moment when Sasha died, those ex members of Chosahedan, as much as we remember them, they are gone. 8 birds. I can't believe it. And the year 8 specifically, okay? Not just yeah. But now that I checked it carefully, these birds are not flying in the same way Armin, Mikasa, Jan, Connie, Sasha, Hanji, Levi, and Eren are going to the ocean. No, these birds are flying on the opposite side. If you check carefully this scene, Armin is looking up like this and he's smiling. But the birds, instead of following them and saying, look, the freedom is over there, let's go all together. No, the birds are going on the contrary side. Is this a sign? I think so, because once they reach the ocean, this freedom is going far away, and they are going to find lots of problems in the future in season 4. So that was a sign. The birds were flying on the opposite side, y'all. It makes sense. But at that time, we were all happy because we were saying, we anime only, we were saying, oh, they are reaching the ocean. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh. So, the birds. And then I don't remember if we see birds somewhere else, to be honest. No, I don't remember. I remember, yes, on top of Wall Maria or Wall Rose. I thought that it was at the end of a season 3 part 1, but no. No, I checked it, and maybe it was in another scene. I try to remember 1 second. Do we see other birds related to Eren? I don't think so. Or if yes, write me in the comments below once this live streaming is finished, so you will have the chance to let me go and rewatch next week some other things before ending this rewatch project of part 1, because then we will wait January. That nice. Okay, I think for this live streaming, infinite live streaming, that is it. Hope you enjoyed and hope you understood what I meant so far. I really hope so. See you next Tuesday with episode 16, the last episode of the final season of Shingeki no Kyojin Part 1. Waiting for Part 2. And in the meantime, if you have some other scenes to suggest me to rewatch them, because you believe that it's something meaningful or something related to these special connections, details, signs, birds, flowers, uh, trees, whatever you like. I mean, if you think, without the spoilers, of course, but if you think that these things can let me understand better my theories that I had so far, just write me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Live streaming, it depends. You just follow me and you will see. Bye. Thank you so much for the support.